What's up, everybody? It's Amber
And Joe LaRocca.
And Carl.
Carl.
Which need no introduction for the Loss Prevention News Network. Joe, let's give our special guest some wonderful, easy softball questions.
We are thrilled to be here with Karl Langhorst from Kroger. Karl, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Joe.
And Karl, we wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking with you about Gen Y.
Gen Y.
Tell us about Gen Y, Karl.
So a lot of work we've been doing on Gen Y associates, not only from our store level associates, but also in loss prevention. How do we connect better with them? From a store associate, how do you tell that message in loss prevention that resonates with them? The last thing they want to hear is someone like me talking about honesty and integrity. You've got to rewrite that message, and that was something new for our folks to learn how to do. And so part of that experience was really getting out there, talking to our Gen Y associates and saying, how do you want to hear this message? What would impact you if you were coming on board with the company?
So what'd they say?
Well, the first thing they said is, don't put a guy up there in a suit and tie talking to me.
What?
But you know, it was really surprising to me what they said about the topic is, first of all, they really wanted to hear from people that had been caught stealing. And if you think about it, they're really in tune with reality TV. So they've got a higher hurdle right now to really connect with them on something than just saying you shouldn't steal. They're used to really seeing those experiences happening.
And maybe using some acronyms, right? All these millennials and Gen Ys, I mean, they're communicating in acronyms. It's almost like a different language.
It is a different language. It is a different language.
You know, there's a great book written by Jane O'Donnell called Gen Y, or Gen By, as she called it. And it talked about the differences between X, Y, and even some of the millennial and where things are headed from culture. Part of it, as I understand the book, that millennials, Ys and millennials really want all the details behind the process and the policy. They want to understand it. They don't want somebody in their face telling them yes or no, do this, do that. They'd like to figure it out on their own, but they'd like the general parameters of what you're trying to accomplish.
You know, that's a great call out, Joe. They really want to be part of the solution. It's not like our generation where you tell me what to do and I'll go get it done. They want to be part of the solution. They're a sharp generation, well-educated generation, certainly technology-minded generation. They want to be up there and help out and really own that solution, whatever it is you're rolling out.
So, Karl, I know this is a crazy question, but are we going to come to a day where policies are literally 140 characters long? I mean, maybe that's extreme, a bit extreme, but are we going to get to a place where people want it in short little nuggets, and that's the...
It's all a 2-minute YouTube video.
It's a 2-minute YouTube video, exactly.
Well, we'd have to keep lawyers out of it, first of all. But you know, I'm all for it if it can deliver the message and it's impactful. I mean, all of us are always short on time, and if we can write it that way, I'm entrained to it, and most importantly, it sticks. Then why not?
That's fantastic. Now, Karl, we jumped right into the Gen Y discussion, but I don't think many people. Well, I think a lot of people understand the deep experience you have in the grocery business, working with Kroger, which is a very diversified retail entity. And you seem to be scooping up new retailers every time I turn around. Can you tell people that may not be familiar with the Kroger name personally in their hometown, some of the divisions that you have? And I know you have a lot of different entities that work in your pyramid. Can you tell us a little bit about your overall structure?
Well, we have lots of different banners, and you see, you're putting me on the spot because I'll forget to name one.
Okay, name five. Name five.
To thank somebody.
Name five.
So you have Fred Meyer, King Soopers, Fry's, Roundy's just partnered with Mariano's up in Chicago.
But the good news is
certainly
we're getting
Harris
the wrap-up
Teeter.
sign.
Oh,
I jumped in to save you with this whole banner question.
and for the record, he named more than five.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back to Karl. Don't let that fool you. He has an incredible team of people that work in the LP field, in the logistics side, in the corporate office, on the ORC front. They really set and paved the way for many of us in the industry. Karl, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thanks so much. Back to you guys.